Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another SimScott 185 live flight experience. We are in the INIBUILDS Airbus A350 for the first time on the channel, and that is mainly because it keeps crashing, but there have been updates to it, and so we're hoping that we'll get through this flight unscathed. If it's your first time on the channel, you are very welcome. We are live on VATSIM, and we're going to be taking a bit of a crew training flight up from Zurich up to Edinburgh today. So a pretty long flight, but short for the Airbus A350. INIBUILDS have had this aircraft out for a few weeks now. It has, I guess, divided opinion a little bit. It's pretty floaty to fly, but the modelling's really good from a sort of texture perspective, and it's been crashing a lot. There's a lot of people who've had to delete sort of their WASM folder, and so we're exploring it. We'll see what it looks like, and if you've got any questions along the way, let me know. We are live on the VATSIM network. If I go outside, it'll be very loud. Weather in Zurich is not amazing at the moment, but it is pretty shocking weather, to be honest. So cool. We'll get ourselves set up here. Like any Airbus, it's all about turning off the white lights. So click away, get your fuel pumps on, battery just came on. We'll start aligning the irises, and crew supply can come on. We won't do anything down here just at the moment. So you'll see safety test comes on. It already looks pretty bright in the cockpit, so we can turn everything down using this master switch down here, and that's quite useful because if I come over here, it turns everything down at once. You'll see that. Oh, look at that. INIBUILDS. Good start. Let me just set things up so you guys can see what we're doing. If we come down here, so sometimes you have to delete your WASM folder, which means then you need to install everything again, which is somewhat perplexing at times, but we have to get Navigraph set up, so that's pretty easy. We just go to the Navigraph site where it goes /code, and then we put in that code that you can see on screen, which I'm doing at the moment. I'm trying to multitask. Approve and allow. This should then click into gear in a second once that has synced up. There we go, and then update nav data. Sometimes it takes a bit of a double click on some of these things, which is, I think, a Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 issue rather than sort of INIBUILDS, but yeah, it's an interesting airplane this. We'll see how we get on with it. And it's probably going to crash now. Feels like it's crashing, guys, because I can't move anything. That is kind of annoying, right? This has been sort of the problem with the INIBUILDS A350. I flew this morning to test it, and it was fine, but it's really frustrating when these sort of things happen in 2024. I don't think sitting here is going to solve the problem, unfortunately. Can't go outside views, can't get out. Feels like we are in the middle of a crash. That is somewhat frustrating. Yes, I think the simulator just crashed. Excellent, excellent. Yeah, I can't even get a simulator. Ugh, annoying. Boom. Right, we'll try again, guys. What am I gonna do? That's really quite annoying. Well, it's just me and you guys in a dark hole. Let me do a couple of things first and see if we can fix this. Gonna go in there, go in there. Gonna try and delete the WASM folder. WASM. Delete that. Fine. That's all installed. Let's try it again. Bear with everyone. Minor intermission. If not, maybe we'll just do some flying around. Let's try and solve this together, everyone. Well, this is why I haven't been streaming Microsoft Flight Simulator in a while. It's really frustrating, guys. It's really frustrating. Yeah, like you see what has to be done. It's like straight from the peeking behind the curtain of streaming, guys. Right. Let's try this again. Oh, that is not how you put in the IUC code. Right, Zurich. This might take a wee while to load in, but we'll see. Try this, guys. You can see how long it takes the... Maybe it's my internet. Maybe I just need to give up streaming. So we set that as departure. I kind of want things to load in before we... There we go. Right. Fly now. This crashes, guys. Why is it zooming out when I wanted to zoom in and help it? Don't do that. Ugh, no. Well, clouds are still moving. This is good. 15 minutes into the stream, and you get to watch some clouds, guys. Pretty rock and roll. If you're in the chat wondering what's going on, we tried to fly the A350 and then we crashed, or it crashed. I did not crash it. So now we're loading back in, and let's see what happens. Anyway, this is the future. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Pretty wild. Still loading? Still loading, that's important. Oh, hold on. Strap yourselves in. So this is what normally happens. This is great. You guys get to see what actually happens. Oh, that's quite loud. So it's raining in Zurich. Lovely. So we usually get this far. That looks alright, right? Look at this. Graphics are good. I've got auto FPS on. Just walk around while we're here, while the sim's still working, and we can do things like... Look at this. Oh, it's an engine. Beautiful. Okay, go away, everyone. Right, here we go again, guys. Strap yourself in. Let's see if we get to the same point or not. So, maybe I can do like a editor's here. Everything's turned on so far. Oh, goodness. What could happen here? I'm going to connect to WASM again. And see what happens. That's the usual rumble that comes when you connect to WASM. What a lovely looking aircraft it is, guys. If it doesn't crash. Anyway, like I said before, it's a really nice little switch down here that lets you dim everything at once. Hold on. Ooh. Okay. So far, so good. Do I want to do this? Not situation. SimScott. Options. Simulation. Third party. Ugh. Right. If Navigraph is going to crash this again, I'll be distinctly unimpressed. So 2259 LW6R. Approve. Allow. Please work. Switching nav data and updating nav data. So this is what made it crash last time. Downloading. Ooh, we're still moving. Still moving. Still able to move. Oh, it worked. Right. Welcome everyone to this live stream of the INIBUILDS Airbus A350. It is perfect, as you can see. Right, let's get everything set. Oh, goodness me. MSZH EGP DW185. Let's do that. Get the old stream set up. Cool. So, what do you want to do? Well, with this little flight information, flight ops iPad, let's call it that. There's a few things, so let's start with flight ops status. So we got aircraft type, registration, which I don't think is quite true. Yeah, it doesn't quite match up to what we've got. So we're Hotel Bravo, India, Hotel Charlie, and this is... Well, we could do that, but I don't think we need to. SimBrief import. So that brings in what's in SimBrief. Okay, cool. Anyway, Zurich to Edinburgh. Lovely. Ground. So you can put GSX and it comes up with menus here. It is alright, but not amazing. I prefer still handling outside. Now there are still bugs, he says, after the whole simulator crashed on us and we had to restart. This fuel on board is a bug, so if you go to load sheet and you do SimBrief import, right, so we want 17,000 kilograms of fuel. If I do the set fuel, you see it goes to 500. Ah, oh no, that worked. Cool. And set zero fuel weight. Nice. Okay, so sometimes it will just bug to 500, and I've found the way to fix that is to... We'll get boarding going. Is to actually use GSX fuel, and you just, when you do request refueling, it tends to bump it up. So if that happens, that is SimScott's top. So yeah, welcome everyone. I hope you're having a good Sunday. I feel like I'm repeating myself from what happened before. Yeah. So, okay, so the IRSs are aligning 4 minutes. We can bring our flight plan in via some brief dispatch, so let's view that. Already did this outside simulator, so you can of course do it within, but we are feeling a little bit like we do outside. So, what runway we're off? 16. Wouldn't like to attach my tool, please. So flight plan. That's interesting. Because I haven't done it yet. See? All confused, guys, because we had to restart. So this is going to simulate a crew training flight up to Edinburgh. Just when people get the A350, they fly on short to mid haul routes. And that's more just because it gives the pilots a bit of experience. I'll turn the PA on so you can hear all the German announcements, which are very important. So like if we come in here to the flight plan, set our departure, and this is all really modern and cool. So 16, we're going off the, let's call it the Vebi 4 Sierra. We'll have a little look at that. Temporary flight plan, insert Edinburgh runway 06, which is unusual for Edinburgh, but must be the wind. iOS star impip 1 echo, which is this one over here. Insert, lovely, cool. So, what next, team? We could do takeoff performance. So we can sync this to FMS. There isn't oh, I haven't set up. I don't know if you can do it, but there isn't like GSX gradual boarding in this, so we are literally clicking load from this EFB. And it, ooh, hello, little French. And then once we've clicked that, it loads in. So if I sync that to the FMS, there you go. So takeoff unavailable, LSZH, LSZH, runway 16. We can sync the conditions, and you can change your flap, but we'll just do that. Air conditioning on, flex standard, runway condition. Let's do wet because it is technically wet outside, I think. Yeah, you can hear the rain, you just can't see it. It's a really nice model, the Edelweiss or Edelweiss. So sync that. Compute this, and what that does is it works out our V1, VR and V2 speeds. I obviously quite like on a shorter flight. It's got the flex temperature in there for the thrust reduction, which is here. We can send that to the FMS, and then it's really easy. You just take the performance tab, takeoff, we're on runway 16, confirm takeoff speeds, and that's that done. So it's all very easy. For wind, I think it already loads it in. Yeah, it's already got it in there, but you can do a company wind request if you'd like to. If we do insert. So that is all good. So we got the flight plan in, we've done our performance. Passengers are boarding. We could go outside. I bet it's loud. That's not too bad. It's quite interesting. Oh no, there we go. We have the, the feet of the people getting onto the plane. And you can come along and look at everything being loaded in via the GSX. Look at that! It's very cool. Hope he's having a good day. Pretty wet out here, as you can see. It's weird with 2024, you can kind of see the raindrops, but it doesn't impact like the windscreen or anything like that. Anyway, good to see this is happening out here. Always a big fan. Irises are still aligning. Wasted 7 minutes now. That is somewhat perturbing, but we'll see. Let's have a little look at the departure while we're sat here. So, we don't want to be in here at all. We're going to go into Navigraph. And we will... Oh, it crashed again, guys. Okay. I'm going to give up. I'm sorry if you're in the chat, but I can't. I just can't handle it. I just want something to go right.